Hey y'all, Ham here. What's doing? What's doing? Oh my god, I just got gas at the gas station, like a town away. And pull up next to me is some kid I went to high school with. Now in high school he was like the ish, or he thought he was at least. And I remember he always smelled like Fierce from Abercrombie and Fitch. Is that the name of their like cologne? Is it Fierce? Anyway, so I was like, man, that looks a lot like so and so. But he looks really thin and gaunt in the face, like, aged, I guess. And lo and behold, was wearing an Abercrombie and Fitch fleece, and I was like, that has to be him. I was dying. He did the same like gestures and stuff. Like he looks over at his phone. He's like, oh, like, just like the same personality. I was like dying. Oh man, it's funny to me because this person was like, I don't know, like had like weird some quirks, and me and my friend used to be like, okay. Anyway, um, yeah. So I was just like, that was funny. Anyway, yeah. So today, I went to Starbucks and got an iced coffee. How does everyone take their coffee? Honestly, I like mine to taste like coffee. Excuse me, I'm like getting over it's like a dry cough, like where you can't catch your breath. So like cough medicine doesn't work. So anyway, so I went to Starbucks and I got, if I drink hot coffee or cold coffee, I like it the same way, just with a little bit of whole milk or 2%, whatever, just to bring the color up, lighten the color, I guess. And just kind of cut it a little bit, and that's it. And if it's really good coffee, I'll drink it black. The only time I'll get like flavor or sugar is if I go to like, I remember I used to in the summer, I'd go to Dunkin' Donuts and get light and sweet with, my sister turned me on to coconut flavoring in it. I don't do any of that crap anymore, but oh my god, for the summer, if you go to Dunkin' Donuts and get iced coffee with coconut flavoring, you're welcome. Random, I know, but so good. Anyway, uh, okay, so anyway, so I went to Starbucks today because I had to run a couple errands. I'm being a vampire for Halloween. Damn, my makeup idea looks amazing. I love Halloween. I love dressing up. This year I told my kid, I was like, no more like princess costumes. We're doing monsters. One year her and I went as Wayne's World. I was Wayne, she was Garth. Hysterical. So I love Halloween. I love to either be like a classic monster, or I like to go in drag. Like I like to dress like some kind of man or something. So I'm doing vampire. But I want to do more like Brad Pitt Interview with the Vampire kind of thing, like slick back hair. I have a vest I can wear. He doesn't actually have like black sunken in eyes, but I'm doing all that. So it's like a mix, whatever, a little bit of like chic vampire. So I got like vampire teeth. I have a small mouth, so like nothing fits, of course. Even the kids one feel annoying, so I'll figure it out. I got like a crappy cape just in case. Kmart, 50% off costumes right now. So anyway, so I went to Starbucks, going full circle again, and I ran into my uncle's girlfriend, one of his girlfriends. Anyway, long story. So, and she looked completely different. Her head was shaved, and I forgot she had some things wrong with her. She just had a tumor the size of an orange removed from her brain. And oh my goodness, she looked great. Her head was shaved. She actually looked like Halle Berry, like just that really cute cropped haircut. And what a difference. Like, it must have really been messing with her and her personality, that tumor growing, and her equilibrium and stuff, that like when I was talking to her this time, she seemed very like down to earth and just a lot more like, it could be the meds, but I think it was more like just a lot more, kind of with it. I don't know, something was different, but in a good way, like a really good, like cognitive, like focused kind of way. So, I had errands to run, and I was napping all day, and I wanted to kind of sit, go back home, and like, I wanted to like watch Twilight, like a Twilight series. Like, I didn't watch it when it came out, but I watched it like last year just because I'm like, oh God, why do people like this? Like, let me see what the hype's about. And actually, it's a pretty good story. So I was like, you know what? Halloween's coming up. I feel like watching Twilight since I'm about to be a vampire. But instead, I sat there for 2 hours chit-chatting with this woman I like barely know. But what I want to say is, like, the point of this is to say, you know, I could tell that in that moment, it meant more to sit down and have a conversation with this woman, spend time with her without looking like I'm trying to rush out of there, and slow down life. I always talk about slow down the pace of life, right? And when you put the reins on and let other things control a situation, a calm kind of washes over you. You know, kind of like when your mom or your dad like is there when you're a kid to like control things for you. It almost feels good, right? To have that trust and to trust in the situation. What's that Tinkerbell saying? Faith, trust, and pixie dust. Something like that. So basically, I want to talk about just trusting the process, trusting that God is putting you in the right place at the right time. And take those opportunities. Like, I mean, honestly, I really didn't have anywhere to go. I mean, I had errands to run, but like, did I really need to go home and watch Twilight? So like, I had to just go to the library, return books, pick out a Halloween book to read to my kids' class, and go find like a vampire cape that I already knew was at Kmart. So instead of trying to control a situation, like get out of there and like, oh hey, you know what, I gotta go, bye. It's good to see you. I just sat down and I talked. Let her talk. Related to her, asked her questions, made her feel worth it, because I know she's been through a lot lately with like living situation and like a lot of really bad things all at once, but she's also has a lot of good things going on in her life. So, moments like that you have to embrace. You have to slow down. Take what God, I do this because not everybody believes in God. Everyone has their own theories on the universe. So I always do the air quotes for that. Have faith in the process. Have faith in the universe. Have trust in the world around you, because we can't, there's a lot of craziness in the world. So like when you have the opportunity to have like a pleasant moment, take it. It's something new. My kid's kindergarten teacher happened to be in there and said hello to me, and that was like nice to see her or whatever. But especially, I mean, anytime, but especially like someone who just went through something, like, that probably meant more to her to like, maybe not, but that probably meant a lot to her to have someone just like be interested, sit down, spend a little time with her. I know her kids are kind of spread all over. Her son, who she misses, is in New Mexico. Like all this kind of crazy stuff. Oh, I think I'm finally losing weight. Hey. Yeah, and then it made me also think like, wow, like what this person has gone through, right? All these things I've been complaining about. And like, depending on the day and the direction of the wind, I can get along with my daughter's father. Oh, hey, Butter. You just gonna open the door and leave it? Come on in or come out. Come on. No, someone else will take you. Goodbye. Anyway, depending on the direction of the wind, basically, like, we'll get along, but it's usually them causing the issue, and we'll leave it at that. One parent is responsible, the other one is responsible when it benefits them. So, what was I gonna say? Brain fart. Butter, come on, I can't think. Anyway, I have issues in that department, and sometimes I'm petty with it, only because, like, I give a lot. I know that I'm always, like, there are things that will be asked of me, and I'll purposely say no because I don't want to get taken advantage of, and rightly so. Like, you should not get taken advantage of, and you have to put your foot down sometimes just for the sake of like other adults having to be responsible for themselves and their actions. Excuse me, but generally, I'm very helpful, and I give a lot of myself, and people tend to take advantage, and usually it's the wrong kind of people, and the people who love you won't take advantage of you unless they really need you for something, and then fine, you know, whatever. And it's not really taking advantage. Like, if you love someone, you care about someone, like, you should be able to lean on them every once in a while. So anyway, so, you know, I have that issue that's always like hovering constantly, like every day. It sucks when you have a kid with like your ex, because like they never go away. Like, I could have like moved on with my life, but I'm still trying to. Living my best life. New Snoop Dogg song, right? Sorry, guys. Dry. And, you know, I have my own issues with, I know I had made those videos on Graves' disease and, you know, complaining about my hair falling out and all this kind of stuff. But a lot of that is, you know, surface. Well, you know, kind of. And, you know, it just makes you appreciate, like, kind of turn it back onto yourself and appreciate the life and the things that you do have. And it just is like a mature thought process. Like, you know, everyone is entitled to, you know, have issues and have their problems, and not, you know, you don't have to compare yourself whose problems are worse. You know, everyone lives their own life and deals with their own stress and shit. God, I feel like a bunch of mosquitoes like went under my blanket and like bit my ankles the other night. I woke up with like itchy ankles. Weird, like so weird. It's not that I have bed bugs, like there's no way. But like, I don't know if it was just that my socks were too tight around my ankles. I don't know. Anyway, sorry. It's just like so itchy still. Wow, Sandra, you had coffee today. It's obvious. So anyway, so when you get these opportunities to kind of like be a carrier for like God's will, you know, take those opportunities to and it's like a practice for yourself. It feels good, like oh good, I got given this opportunity to slow myself down and just smell the roses, I guess is the word I'm looking for, but also to serve, you know, have a servant's heart. It's like a big saying that people use, you know. Have the heart that wants to serve, and that's the part, that's what love is. People lose that, and it's like Jay Sheraton or whatever, this guy on Facebook or whatever, he posts videos, really said it, and it like put it in, and something that I always think about, but he kind of put it into words that like we forget what love is, and love is to serve, right? To serve others. That's a big part of love. And just putting good out into the world, because that's what's going to boomerang back to you, right? So if you want all these things, but you're not willing to, you know, everyone's like gotta be cutthroat to get what you want. Like, yeah, that's to get certain things in life, but to get the real rich marrow of it all, to get that rich bone marrow, you have to, the real fulfilling stuff, like the meat and potatoes, you have to, serve, I think. And that's why deep down I do a lot of volunteer work. Like, yeah, it's selfish in a way because I feel like I benefit a lot from it. But on the other hand, like, I think what I'm giving out to the world is benefiting it a lot more. So, like I said, take those opportunities to serve, take those opportunities to slow down. It feels so good when you don't have to be in control. Like, being OCD about everything, it's like, it's not fun, it doesn't feel good. And you'll see, it's like more fun to be able to have like mom and dad vibes take over sometimes, and, you know, play that role, if that makes sense. I'm running out of time. Alright, so take those opportunities, love yourself. I love you. I think you're beautiful. I hope you had a great day. I hope you have a great life. I'll see you soon. Keep watching my videos. I give good advice. Bye.